when so many things are going on, distractions, so many other things that you guys need to be aware of, like nearly 25% of the United States introducing biometric digital IDs. You guys won't believe how many states are doing this and how many more states are following suit. And how about your heart? Know of anybody with any heart issues recently? Interesting, heart attack hospitalizations at record levels since the pandemic. And how about food inflation? Food shortages, got one that we're already having a problem with that's about to get much worse. And what happens when all of the drinking water gets contaminated? Well, how about we just turn sewage into drinking water? Yeah. One governor set a goal of 1.8 million acre feet of recycled sewage water for your drinking pleasures. A lot of things you guys might want to know coming right up. You guys happen to be brand new to our awesome community where we do prepping tips, emergency preparedness how-tos, and we go over news and awareness, stuff that you probably want to know about. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. And how about this one? Certain vaccines that you don't want anything to do with being allowed in organic animal products. Not just meat. Yeah, might have an eye-opener on that one. Okay, so lots to cover. Know your guys' time is valuable. Let's jump right into it. So how about this? Nearly a fourth of states introducing biometric digital IDs. There's no indisputable fact that there is a race for digital, for tracking and having full control. Even conservative Republican states like Iowa, Mississippi, Georgia, Utah, and Ohio are just as eager to advance in the digital ID, digital currency recipe for globalist control as liberal Dem states like California, Michigan, Maryland, Hawaii. Yeah, it's happening. On this article from leoman.com, he's saying digital ID plus CBDC equals total control tracking of all human activity. That's what a lot of people think is quickly coming, as much as people don't want to talk about it. What do you guys think? Are you for the tracking? Are you for the digital IDs that may turn into a chip in the hand, or like in some places, chips in the back of the neck, maybe to start off to justify tracking little ones and knowing where they're at? They say on a lot of these driver's license sites, they won't sell your information. And how many of you guys get telemarketer calls all day long like I do? The thing is it gonna be 24/7 tracking? I mean, this article reads, Federal Reserve officially recently admitting that transactions using FedNow for forerunner to the US central bank digital currency that was launched last month will provide the Fed with an inside look at your banking records. That couldn't be true, could it? Or is it? I mean, right here with the big World Gov Summit, Dr. Pippa Malmgren, with digital IDs and digital currencies, central bankers will have a perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, Malmgren said. And right here, the old biometric update reported on August 2nd that California, Michigan, and Iowa are taking steps to implement the digital IDs under the guise of the driver's license. California is testing, Iowa is launching, and Michigan is considering legislation related to the mobile driver's license. And if you didn't already know, they're joining states that are already doing this, which are Arizona, Colorado, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Hawaii, Ohio, Utah, and Maryland, and offering biometric digital driver's license. Right here on Utah's site, you can see that it's already in place and you can read all about it. Ooh, and let's jump to that one where I talked about certain vaccines that I know most of you don't want in your meat going into a lot of now organic animal products. Natural News is reporting we've just learned that genetically engineered vaccines may be allowed by some organic certifiers to be used in animals from which organic products are derived, including organic meats, milk, cheese, and more. And they're saying this is even when their products are labeled organic. Well, now, if this is true, we've got a heap of issues, don't we? Lots of people going out there thinking that they're doing right by shopping organic to stay away from things that they don't want to put in their bodies. And I tell people, read your labels. Well, what happens when you can no longer trust your labels. You got to do extensive research or watch videos like I've done right here and right there where I teach you all about it. I'll leave those up at the end screen if you guys missed them. And outside of doing that extensive research, we have the opportunity to offer you guys the cleanest beef on the planet with the never ever guarantee, never raised with hormones or antibiotics. So if you're looking for a place to get clean beef that you guys can trust, or nearly 500 consumer goods that you guys use from month to month, be sure to check out switchwithrhl.com, where you guys can get a free tour of our store and have non-toxic, safer stuff made in America and be supporting family-owned business. To go along with all this craziness, have you seen the articles that have been shoved under the rug while all this other crazy stuff is happening about the elevated heart issues out there? Do you guys know of anyone that has had heart issues, say in the last couple years? Well, on the Telegraph, they're saying that heart attack hospitalizations are at a record level since the pandemic. Certainly no coincidence for sure. And this article says on Tuesday, health chiefs will launch a campaign using those with symptoms to seek help with fears that too many cases are being detected too late. 84,000 patients. That's right, the new figures for England show that more than 84,000 patients were admitted to a hospital because of a heart attack in 2021 and 2022, a rise of more than 7,000 in a year. Now you can continue to read that article. I'll put it in the description below. Fact of the matter is, there's lots of articles out there like that show the data, and the data is like this when it comes to heart issues recently. That being said, you want to be aware and a little bit more careful when it comes to anything heart related, because something ain't right. On to the next one. You guys heard about possible food shortage regarding a specific thing, and most certainly food inflation. Well, you guys remember how India shut off the rest of the world from exports with rice, causing a panic in some areas, people fighting over rice, and the rest of the world worrying that the inflation and food inflation of rice was gonna come by storm? Well, things just got worse with rice. According to CNBC, global rice prices could surge higher as flood risks loom over China. So there we go. Our other huge supplier of rice about ready to get shut down. Key takeaways from this: global rice markets could come under further pressure as the world's leading producer, China, grapples with heavy rain and flood risks, according to Fitch Ratings report. And we thought we had problems with India. Well, China is the world's largest producer of rice, and the floods are going to count for 23% of the country's rice output. In conclusion, China has been inundated with devastating floods in recent weeks. The resulting soaked grain fields will reduce crop yields for the year, the Fitch report stated, although the full extent of the damage is not yet clear. Yeah, so you guys thought that there was going to be problems with rice before? Well, now it's a double down. So before we get to turning sewer water into drinking water, my advice on rice: if you guys stock up rice for your prepper pantry, or you do a lot of rice stuff, might not be bad to have a little bit of extra. Because if we don't see the food shortages with rice, we might see the food inflation with rice, because sometimes whether there really is a food shortage or not, sometimes it's a way just to drive up the prices. And that's one thing that we can at least expect with rice. With all the mumbo jumbo about rice right now, probably gonna expect prices to go up. Now on to the dirty. Anybody interested in the idea of turning sewer water into drinking water? I am certainly not interested in that, but there's already a governor excited. Governor Gavin Newsom set a goal for 1.8 million acre feet of water recycled in California by 2040. How do you guys feel about highly treated waste for drinking water? Like I said, they're already doing it. They just want to expand it. So you might already be drinking it. As you can see in this graph, 2019 had 690,000, and then you fast forward all the way to 2040, and the projected 1.8 million acre feet of recycled dirty water for you to drink. With articles labeled like this from Cali Matters, don't call it toilet to tap. California plans to turn sewage into drinking water. Well, they make it sound kind of cute right there, don't they? And I'm sure if California is already doing this and talking about doing it at that scale, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of other states that follow suit. Isn't that how it works? If you guys are looking for a good countertop water purifier, I did a video a while ago when we were dealing with some of the spillage in the rivers, and I went over a pretty darn good countertop water purification system. I'll put a link to that video also down in the description for you. It gives you an idea of what type of caliber of water purification system you should be thinking about that's gonna get all the bad stuff out of the water. If not that one, it gives you a good idea. Just a handful of important things going on you guys should know about. I got a lot of other deep dive topics that I'm working on right now. So put your seatbelts on because I'm gonna have a couple pretty crazy videos coming up. So double check that you're still subscribed because sometimes they make that go away. That way you guys know that your notification bell's on and you stay up to date when I come out with something new. And remember, if you're looking for clean beef or non-toxic stuff, good stuff for your home, so you can put your money where your mouth is and vote with your dollars, lots of things that we buy on a month-to-month basis where you can take the money away from the Sam Waltons, the Jeff Bezos, the conglomerates that are running the entire world and supporting things with your money that you don't agree with. Switch with RHL for a free tour, safer stuff for you and your family. Also got that video link down in the description of a water purifier that you might be considering, seeing how things are going. Be safe out there, guys. And as I know more, I'll keep you guys posted. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you on the next one.